Hey guys, welcome to this very short but special video. I just wanted to talk about a very interesting thing that happened to me actually yesterday and today. Just to walk you through the whole thing, yesterday I was doing some render tests here on my computer. I wanted to try a GPU render setup here for Maya. And for those of you that don't know, Maya, instead of Arnold, we have this option to change in the System tab to either render with our CPU or to render with our GPU. If you have a really strong GPU, then this could potentially lower your render times quite a bit. Blender also has this, by the way. And I was doing some tests. Usually when I render, I go to like the first frame and I hit render just to see how it looks, to see how long it takes to render the thing. Right now, this is a 2K render, so it's quite high res, and we're using 4K textures and like a couple of lights. And this is from the little video that we did a couple of weeks ago. If you want to check it out, go back and check the class where I teach you how to texture this Majora's Mask with this very nice setup. Yeah, I was just rendering and I realized that, yeah, it was going fast. It was taking about 20 seconds. 20 seconds, it's like a really nice time for like this amount of detail. Like, just take a look at this. It's amazing. We're using displacement. We're using 4K textures. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, and it looks really, really nice. But the problem was that when I was going to do a render sequence, which means I want to render that full 120 frames, my computer would crash every 10 frames. And I spent about like 1 or 2 hours like trying to figure out why it was crashing. It's a really simple scene. We only have the one mask, a couple of lights, and that's it. So it was really confusing to me why this was happening. And here's what I want to talk about, like the title of the video: go for support, right? Like I think, especially, well, in my case, I tend to be really shy when asking about support online. Like, I don't know, it feels like I think I get a little bit of imposter syndrome where you think that you don't really belong to the company or to the artistic community, right? But I went there and I found a post by someone in the Arnold forums. This guy right here, his name is Dave Cooley, and he posted this not too long ago. This was posted on the 5th of May, and then on the 11th of May. And he was like, hey, I've been trying to get my GPU render to work. It's crashing every X amount of frames. And he did a really, really, really good like process of trying to identify what the problem was. And he realized that the actual like the current Arnold version that you get when you installed Maya 2023 was bugged. So starting with Arnold 5.0 and 5.111, which was the latest version right here, the version was bugged. So there was a memory leak, and instead of resetting your memory and then loading the next frame, it would kind of like save that information. So eventually your graphics card would just max out and it wouldn't be able to continue the render and everything would crash. And I actually answered yesterday. It's like, hey, I can confirm this. It is happening. It's happening on my scene. And he suggested a solution, which was use Maya 2022 and use the version of Arnold, which is 4.26 or something, 4.24. And I downloaded that version. I installed it on my Maya 2022 folder, and it worked. I was able to render the whole thing. Now, why am I saying this? Well, I could have just like left it there, but I decided to write a comment and acknowledge that his solution was good. And today, what's the surprise? We get a message from someone at Autodesk, Stephen Blair, and he's like, hey guys, we just released Maya 5 or Arnold 5.13 with the fixes that you mentioned. So the optics denoiser no longer leaks, the texture memory no longer leaks, and there is no crash with the ramp shader after a warning or whatever. So I was super happy because I literally just like submitted this yesterday, like really late in the night, or this one. There we go. So about 10 p.m. yesterday, and we get an answer today from someone on the community. Is like, hey, we fixed it. Now I'm sure they didn't fix it just because I posted, but the important thing is especially when you're buying a service from softwares like Autodesk or even Blender, you need to let people know when you're having an issue. There's nothing more frustrating than going online and trying to find an issue or a solution to your problem and no one posting about it. And sometimes I think it's because people are shy. But if we make things visible, you can get it to work. And now, as you can see here, I am doing the renders, and when I do the like right now I'm not rendering a sequence, it's rendering just normally, but it is working as intended, right? So I'm gonna give it this a shot and see how the final like render looks. It's giving me like really, really fast render times. It's about 15 seconds for a 2K render, so it's amazing. I am using the denoiser, the optics denoiser, for this particular setup. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Just make sure that whenever you have an issue or you find a solution to something, post it online, go to a forum, make sure people know about this so that everyone can and benefit from it. We're a small industry, like considering other industries, so communication and all of this information, it's always good for us. Now, other than that, don't think that I have forgotten about our live stream and about our portfolio review. We're still missing half of the people that submitted for the portfolio. I just haven't had time to like sit down and really go and give you guys the time that you deserve. Same for the live stream, but we're gonna have it very soon. It's gonna be on this week. I'm still not sure whether if it's gonna be on like Thursday or Friday or something. But I'm still recording more stuff. I'm working on more courses for you guys. So just trust me that things are going forward, and yeah, I'll see you very soon. Let me know in the comments how are you guys doing. What other things would you like me to do the special classes about? This week we just released the one for Unreal Engine 5, which is the one that I know people were like asking about. We did a very nice like lift system where you can like press a lever and then press a button and make the lift go up. It's a very simple like introduction to blueprints. If you guys want to check it out, I encourage you to go. I think it's gonna be like there or there where the suggestion things are. And this week's video was that like a master class, or not a master class, like a normal class about Unreal Engine 5. And yeah, let me know. I'm thinking about doing a female anatomy head study for next class. Let me know if that's something that you guys would like, and if not, give me suggestions. Give me suggestions down here in the comments, and I'll be happy to follow them. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you back on the next one. Bye bye.